Hi, my name's Carrie Wilbur, and you don't know me, but I know you want to know how you should ask your boss for a raise. Well, I think about that question actually every single day. And when I think about asking my boss for a raise, I realize that my boss isn't so bad. In fact, I really like my boss, because my boss is me. And I never want to have to answer to anybody ever again. I used to be a school teacher, and I made $27,000 a year before taxes. I was working 70 hours a week, driving myself crazy. I would go home every day after I was done teaching, and my routine was to cry, and then I would take a nap. And finally one day I said, this is enough. It's not that I didn't want to teach the children. I love the children. But the thing was, with as much energy as I was putting out for the amount of money that I was making, it just wasn't worth it. And it wasn't all about the money for me, it was about the quality of life. And maybe right now you're thinking about your quality of life and things that you wish you could have, things that you'd love to have. And that's probably why you want to make more money. But the simple answer is, the only way to make more money and to give yourself a secure job, if that's what you want to call it, is to start your own business. And maybe you've heard it before, but when I was a teacher, I thought, there's got to be a better way. And I thought about the things that I loved in life. And ask yourself this question: what if the way that you lived your life naturally made you money? And you're probably thinking, well, what do you mean? How can I make money doing the things that I do naturally? For me, real estate was a natural transition, and I'm not trying to sell you a real estate info product or anything like that. I'm just giving you an example. I love real estate. I have a passion for it. So it was a natural transition for me because I wanted to get into real estate. It's something that I wanted to do on a day-to-day basis. I realized that I could make money doing that. And that's what I did. And from there, I turned my business into a more automated business, so I have a lot of free time. And I recently came into some information for people who want to start a business or may already have a small business to improve that business to bring in more money so they're not having to put in more hours. And you've heard it before, work smarter, not harder. Well, it's very true. And I'm not trying to sound cliche here, but the simple fact is there is a way that you can make money without having to work for someone else. And I'm not saying you need to go buy a building and start an ice cream shop or something along those lines. Think about what you love in life. Right now, I'm starting another business about fitness and health. I really enjoy eating healthy, I love healthy foods, and I like working out. It's something I do naturally, it's something I do every day. And you'd probably be surprised to know that you know a lot more about certain things than you really realize. And I sat down and thought, well, what do I do every day that is something else I can do to make money? Because real estate's kind of on autopilot for me now. And I thought, well, I love fitness and health, so I'm going to go ahead and start a business with that. And that's my next venture. Because right now, I'm not trying to brag, but I'm pretty happy. I live in a beautiful home on the water in Treasure Island, Florida. You can hear the seagulls in the background. I have an awesome husband and a beautiful daughter, and we travel all the time. We've been on many cruises, we've been all over the Caribbean. We're planning our next trip to the Mediterranean. We're going to do a European cruise. We've been to Sir Richard Branson's Necker Island, and we spend a lot of time together. We love our lives, and it's simply because I realized one day that I don't want to ask my boss for a raise. I don't ever want to have a boss again. I work for me and no one else. And given this economy, that is such a comforting feeling. And you might think in this economy there's no way you could start a business. There's no better time than right now. Because maybe you knew this, maybe you didn't, but did you know that more millionaires came out of the Depression era than during any other time in recent history? And that might sound kind of crazy to you, but it's these times when people are either laid off from their job or they can't get a raise that they look at other ways that they can make money. And that's what's happening right now. And there's no better time to start a business than right now. If you want some more information about what I'm talking about, then just visit my website at desirefortune.com. And on that site, I'm going to give you some more information on how you can take charge of your life and not have to answer to your boss anymore. So please go right now. Don't take a minute to think about it. Go to my site at www.desirefortune.com. Hope to see you there.